Hello again, YouTube. Today we're back to conquer my fear. And that fear is pronouncing Grafaiai. So this is the last box that I picked up from around my birthday to open up on the channel. And I saved it for last purely because, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I had ever heard anybody pronounce this Pokemon's name up until about 30 seconds ago when I actually watched a tutorial on how to pronounce it. It was actually pretty close, but I knew if I butchered it and just kept calling it that throughout the entire video, it'd probably sound pretty dumb, so I at least wanted something that was fairly well agreed upon. I do know that there are always a bunch of different pronunciations for some of the Pokemon out there that it's kind of debated, like Rayquaza or Rayquaza, Arceus or Arceus. But anyways, we're going to do something that isn't as cool as Rayquaza or Arceus, but still isn't too bad. We're going to do Grafaiai here. Really haven't spent a whole lot of time with this Pokemon. I always thought it looked pretty interesting in the game. Unfortunately, every time I encountered it, I was already over leveled, so never added one to the team, just kind of catch it for the Pokédex entry, and that was about it. And because I was also over leveled, I don't think I ever actually saw any of the trainers be able to get off a move with this thing in the game. So today we're just going to kind of take some time out to appreciate what I think is a pretty cool design, but just one that unfortunately with my own playthroughs of Scarlet and Violet has been overshadowed. So this here is a pretty standard box. I believe this is part of some of the Temporal Forces products that were released, but it does come with, as you'll see here, we have one jumbo card of Grafaiai, and then we also get two promo cards, so pretty much a spot on one-to-one of the Bolton V that we had just done. But before we get to the promos, there is our code card for the set. So to start off, we do have a hollow Shroodle here. Kind of get that a little bit better. That is the one nice thing about the basement, is we do have a little bit of a better backdrop, even though we don't get to fully utilize it. I think once we get a better table, we'll be able to fix that, but the lights down here are a little bright, so might have to kind of figure out some workarounds for that for the next couple of videos. But pretty nice Shroodle card, and then of course we do have our wallet-sized or our normal version of Grafaiai. So again, pretty cool looking Pokemon. Just like I said, unfortunately, every time I've encountered it in the game, it's always kind of been later on during my playthrough, so I've never bothered to use it, but thought for what it was worth, it did have a pretty decent design. So you do have 4 packs here that we're going to be opening. We got Scarlet and Violet base set. Let's get that kind of locked in there so we can focus. Paradox Rift, and then 2 Temporal Forces, so 4 decent packs here. But we'll just kind of go right in order of release, and we'll start off with Scarlet and Violet base set here. See if we can get anything. And we won't have to do the pack trick here, since these packs have the hollows and the hollow are better towards the end. Granted, there is an energy there, but we can just always skip that as we normally do. Kirlia, Switch, Baby Lord Thickus, Lucario, Rock Chestplate, Cetitan, Team Star Grunt, Riolu, and Annihilate as our hollow. So, pretty good. Annihilate has definitely become one of my favorites from Scarlet and Violet, especially because it is so good for a lot of those Terra raids and that, you know, with its signature move Rage Fist, the more you get hit, the more damage it does, and with being able to respawn in the raids, you oftentimes get to kind of keep that power build up that you'd already taken if something knocked you out. But why you're not running a Shell Bell at this point in the game's life cycle is a good question, but yeah, very fun for raids. Toad School, we are on to Paradox Rift, Toxel, Spinda, Defiance Vest, Veluza, Technical Machine Turbo Energy, Palkia, or as my wife likes to call it, Palika. I had to think there for a moment. Garganical, and Golisopod. And then, of course, ending it on a electric energy there, but kind of over to the main event. We do have 2 Temporal Forces packs here. I'm hoping that we can at least see one of these higher end Illustrator rares before the new set comes out. But I will be curious to see what the pull rates are going to be like with the newest set. Now, it will be featuring Ogerpon. At this point, it's been pretty much confirmed, so I think the big gimmick for the next set will be just kind of collecting all 4 of the different Ogerpons and its mask that it can wear. So Croconaw, Licky Licky, Metang, Iron Treads, Boxed Order, Ribombee, Metagross as one of our reverses, Arbok, not a bad picture of Arbok, and, okay, Raging Bolt EX. Surprisingly, I think we have gotten the full art version of this twice, but I don't think we've ever actually gotten just the regular EX version. So at least we got something different here. We'll take it. But we would like to see one of the old Illustrator rares. And I think after this video here, I think we are probably around the halfway point of what we're going to be seeing for the Scarlet and Violet era of the TCG. So I think, depending on when that new set comes out and when this gets uploaded within the next week or two, we might just kind of do a little video kind of showcasing some of the cards we've been able to get so far throughout Scarlet and Violet, and just kind of measure a nice little halfway point. Great Tusk, Bronzong, Snom, Litten, and let's see what we can end on. Will it be an Illustrator rare? Probably not, let's just be honest, but it can at least be something good. Scizor EX. Alright, so we'll take an EX to end it on. This is one that we do already have, but it is still cool to see we still did end on an EX, so nothing too wild and exciting from this opening here. A pretty standard opening, I feel. But we did at least get the regular version of Raging Bolt this time around, so not a bad artwork depicting it. But Raging Bolt still, I don't know how I feel about it. It is cool that all 3 of the legendary beasts got kind of like the dragon typing in that, but with Raging Bolt having such a long neck like a dinosaur and all that, it does kind of throw me off just a little bit every time I see it. But from what I understand, it is pretty good. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Like I said, the next one might just be kind of a halfway point check-in, see what we've gotten from Scarlet and Violet so far. Hopefully that will kind of tie us in for the next set that's going to come out, and we'll see you all from there. But hope everyone has a great rest of their week.